p.m. I'm going to ask Counselor Callison to offer the invocation.
Our most kind and gracious and righteous Heavenly Father, we thank you, dear God, for this opportunity and privilege to call upon your name in prayer. We thank you for all the many blessings you bestowed upon us and upon the Cherokee Nation, dear Lord. We thank you for always watching over us, giving us a safe journey here, dear God. Give us of our sins, be with our families, dear God, be with us as we make these decisions that affect the Cherokee Nation. Bless us and help us and give us wisdom. Forgive us of our sins, bless us all, in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Wadone, Counselor Callison. At this time, I'm going to ask Shelley to do the roll call.
Yes, ma'am. Condessa Teehee,
Ani.
Danny Callison, Sasha Black Fox Qualls, Julia Coates, Joe Deere, Mike Dobbins, Kevin Easley, Lisa Hall, Johnny Kidwell, Daryl Legg, Kendra McGady, Dora Petzkowski, Cody Poindexter,
Honey?
Joshua Sam, Mike Shambaugh, Melvina Shotpouch, E.O. Smith. We have a quorum.
All right, thank you very much, Shelley. At this time, the floor is open for a motion to approve the minutes from our past meeting. We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Any in opposition? Okay, motion passes. We will now begin with our reports. We're going to start with Executive Director Diane Kelly, Vocational Programs, Talking Leaves, Job Corps, and Career Services. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, Ms. Kelly.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the council. You've got my report. If you've had an opportunity to look through it, we have a young man on the cover, Lawson Wilkie, who was one of our aviation mechanics who went through the aviation mechanic school, and he's now working for American Airlines. So just wanted to spotlight him. And we've also got our learning center across the highway from human resources. We're moving that out to the Everrise building out in the industrial park, which will be on one side of the building, and then we've got Terrell on the other, and then we'll have some of our support programs in the middle. So they're moving out there the end of this month, the first part of February. And
Thank you so much. Does anyone have any questions for Executive Director Kelly? Okay, and I think I may have cut you off a little bit there. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
I just wanted to wish you all a Happy New Year.
All right, well, we appreciate that. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I
Thank
believe
you.
you are released now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and next up with the Executive Director's Report for Education, we have Mr. Mark Vance.
Good afternoon, Council. Caroline Allen will send these dates to you for these updates I'm getting ready to give you. She just now emailed them before I come up here. So the spring renewal application are still open until January 17th. That's for all the new coming, or the people that enrolled in the fall. They need to get their application in January, Friday, the 17th. Get it renewed, get everything, upload their grades and their volunteer hours. So we'll be expecting that. Also, the high school concurrent deadline is also the same, January 17th, for all the high school students. We have a spring college fairs, January 28th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at NEO, A&M in Miami. I know Councilman Kidwell, we've been there a couple times. The other one's on February 27th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Greenwood Culture Center in Tulsa, Councilman Deere. So, our tribal consultation will be held February 19th at Chota, and we'll hold a virtual on February 26th. That's where we'll meet with the superintendents.
Okay, great. Well, we appreciate you joining us this afternoon. Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Vance? Okay, Councilor Dobbins.
Mark, what was that superintendent's meeting date again?
Yeah, it'll be the tribal consultation. They come up to Chota House. It's February 26th. I mean February 19th, and a virtual 20th. We go over. They have a tribal consultation application that they have to send in every year, and we go over it with them.
I guess I was asking when the superintendents, when we feed them at the Hard Rock and give them a check.
Oh, that's in March. That's in March,
Oh, do you
madam.
have a date on that?
Public School Appreciation
Yeah.
Day?
Yeah.
No, I don't have a date with me, but I'll email it to you guys.
Okay.
I know it's in March.
Okay, all right, we appreciate that. Any other questions? Okay, all right, that's it. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Mr. Vance. Okay, and next up with our Head Start program, we have Ms. Verna Thompson.
afternoon.
All right, does anyone have any questions for Ms. Thompson? Okay, looks like you're off easy this afternoon.
Well, I just wanted to share with everybody, our staff got to go to the new facility that's going to be here in Tahlequah. So all of the
Wonderful.
Children's Village staff and the Tahlequah staff, Tila, got to go up there, and they were just amazed at their place, so they can't wait. Now they ask every day, when is it supposed to be finished? So we're hoping we'll start the new school year up there. That's our dream.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah, and then I wanted to put a plug in for our HR partners. Our supervisors just finished the leadership training. I know some of the other departments will be taking it. We highly recommend it. The content is really useful for supervisors. And I went with a group of ours that went for a year, and they did it in December. And they liked that format better. It was faster, and they loved it. So we recommend it.
Yeah, well, I do want to remark also that we were really pleased to have an invitation and be able to attend the Early Childhood Appreciation Evening.
Yeah.
We saw a completely different side of some of your staff and just really had a great evening.
They're
So,
a fun-loving group.
Yeah, so we really appreciated that invitation.
Thank you so much. We do it every year.
All right, thank you.
That was our 31st year.
Thank you. All right, and next up, standing in for Superintendent Eustace for Sequoia High School, we have Mr. Aaron Emberton.
Good afternoon, Council, and thank you for the opportunity to come talk to you this morning or this afternoon about Sequoia High School. I know that in the report within education, the Sequoia High School report's in there. Just make mention real quick that Mr. Eustace, of course, cannot join us today. He's down in Kingston. Our men's team will be playing for third place, and our women's team will be playing for first place tonight down in the tournament. So, of course, the scheduling got messed up by the weather, but their first round games went really well. Both won, and then won one, lost one, and Saturday, and then now we're at least in the consolation for the men in the first place game for the women. So we're happy about that. Regardless of that, too, or in addition to that, there's some great information within that report regarding the academics of how it's going at Sequoia. You'll notice a lot of some of the history lessons they're learning right now, many like treaties and such. Also a lot of cultural activities, some cooking classes. So there's a lot of great things going on at Sequoia. The administration's doing a great job up there. If you had any questions, I'd be happy to take those back if they're directed directly at the superintendent or anybody up there, but please let me know.
All right, well, we appreciate that. Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Emberton? Counselor Callison.
Yeah, I don't have as much of a question as I want to say, being a former educator and looking at your the classes that Sequoia offers, I want to say that you all do a very good job. You have your honors classes, and you have your upper level science classes, your different things along with your culture, and it just shows what you guys try to build as far as a student when they graduate out of there. So, I want to commend you guys for what you've done with this as we look at this every year. So, good job.
Well, thank you, Counselor, and I'll take that back to the administration, but also to our staff and teachers. We appreciate that. They're the backbone of that. Appreciate it.
All right, fantastic. Do we have any other questions? Okay, seeing no other questions, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, Chair.
All right, and last, unfortunately, Ms. Randall is not able to be here today, but we do have Brooke Neff, who is standing in to bring any questions back to Ms. Randall regarding the Cherokee Nation Foundation.
Thank you. Yes, I'm happy to take any questions at this time.
Okay, I think you're off easy. We don't have any questions.
Thank you.
All right, well, I appreciate all of those reports. We have no old business pending. We have no new business pending. Do we have any education-related announcements before we move on to adjourning? Okay, seeing no announcements, our next meeting is tentatively scheduled for Friday the 10th at 3 p.m. The floor is now open for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, we are adjourned.